In today's video, we are going to be looking forward to how to become rich, professional, and a lot more with driving, getting away from cops, etc. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to become all those skills to become unlocked, so you guys can become professional with emergency response Liberty County, with the driving, aesthetics, how to get away from cops, easy way to escape, make money, etc. I hope this video helps you and improves your driving, your professionally, and I hope all these skills unlocked in today's video. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, as we get into it, we're going to start by number 1, officer's loadout. So when you're an officer of the law, you want to have a good loadout in your inventory. Just like this, you want to have a good loadout, just so you have a good managed structure to grab your weapon in time before the criminal does. So the best thing to do is have your role play scenarios. You want to have not this, you want to have like a Glock 17. Glock 17 in your first slot, and you want to have your taser in your second slot. So this is just an easy reach between the buttons if you play WASD. Easy reach for the buttons to be pressed. Then you got your 3, which is your handcuffs. This is pretty much your main. Right here is your Glock 17, your taser, and your handcuffs. Without no roleplay scenario, you want to keep the handcuffs and the taser the same. Without no roleplay scenario, you want to have the best gun you got. So like this one, it's pretty fast. Our M4A1. Yeah, like I said, if it's a roleplay scenario, you want to have something like this. And your M4A1, if you have that unlocked, you can put that in your trunk of your vehicle, so you have that. And that's pretty much it with the loadout for the officers. Let's get into number 2, a pointer tip. So when it's a pointer tip between roleplay scenarios and non-roleplay scenarios, if you're not in a roleplay scenario, if you're on a public server and you want to grind, I suggest using the grappler. The grappler is easy to unlock, I believe. You have your grappler and it'll apply down. There's a down button on the side, and you equip it so you can grapple the vehicle's tire. Okay, then if you're on a non-scenario roleplay community and public server, pick the fastest car you got. If not, you're just not going to catch up to them and catch them. Okay? Number 3, driving with your vehicle. If you're in an SUV, a Dodge Charger, or whatever you like to choose in your vehicle of choice, it depends on what the speed you are handling. So for running down as an SUV, when you're clearing an intersection, a lot of people know this, but this is just a pointer tip about driving and being an officer of the law in emergency response, or whatever roleplay community you're in. This is pretty much basically with every roleplay server. You want to have your lights on, and when you run through an intersection, you always want to have your siren. Pretty much this one. You want to honk your horn. It just makes better to clear an intersection, just like this. Of course, you want to have your siren on, but just for the demonstration. I don't know. You guys didn't hear that. My audio wasn't really going with this. Let me see here. Alright. So, like I said, when clearing an intersection, you want to have your sirens. Alright. Pretty much this. And this. Pretty much what I use in general. I don't know if they have a difference between servers. But you always want to use your horn, especially if you're on high rates of speed and you don't got time to stop in reality. So if you're on high rates of speed, and of course your high rates of speed of traffic, and you gotta really catch up to this guy, you really have to blare your horn so they know you're coming and they will have to stop. See, that's just the best way to clear an intersection. This car's a little handily. Stop that. Alright, we'll start with, being a law enforcement driver in general between chasing a suspect. You want to have the cleanest, especially during role play scenarios. You want to have the cleanest, stop and, pretty much cleanest as it could be in general to be in lawful order between this and all. So you want to have the cleanest for the best role play and everything. My game's not really kicking in. Alright, so when driving, let's say, of course, I showed you how to clear an intersection. But when driving, high rates of speed, I don't know if I can get speed up here. But when taking a turn, you want to have your sirens on, your horn blaring. You want to slow down before you take the corner and take the corner. Alright, that's how you want to do. You want to go fast, slow down just a little bit, take the corner. Pretty easy. If you want to catch up to the guy, you got to take these corners right. You cannot take it high rates of speed, as I'm about to show you. Look at, flipped. That's game. In a role play scenario, that's an accident. You flipped your vehicle. Okay? So you don't want to take the corners too sharp or too less, to be exact with you. If you know what I mean. You don't want to take it too short, which gets you just not on rideability. But if you take it too fast, yes, sometimes you can be pretty good at it, but other times, look at, you're in the weeds, you're crashing, suspect's gone. Just like that. That's why you want to take your corners slow, especially in a town like this. You want to take your corners slow and clear the intersections. That's the best way to disresolve traffic. You want to take it slow. You want to take it slow. But when you're in a straightaway, alright, you won't know if this guy's turning unless you see him turn. So let's say you're going super fast through town, which I highly doubt. But if you go like fast, super fast, you don't know if this guy's going to turn or not. Get ready to stop. Always get ready to stop. For me, I'm a WASD person. So for me to stop, I hold S down and it stops. That's the basics you need to know about driving. As forward to that, do not take corners fast when you're an officer of the law. Do not take corners fast. Of course, do not take it fast or you will flip your vehicle. Repeat, you will flip your vehicle. If you take a sharp corner, and you will also drift out in the outer lane, and there goes the suspect. So when driving, repeat, when driving, always and always look ahead before anything out, and don't take sharp corners because you will flip. You will flip. And if you don't know if this guy's going to stop, always be ready to prepare to stop. Even if it's like a sharp corner like that, you got to be prepared to stop. And we're going to get into, that's pretty much the basics. I mean, pretty much what you got to know before driving vehicle. When you are on a roleplay server, especially US in general, I believe you won't be driving on the opposite lane of traffic. Of course, you will not be in the opposite lane of traffic. Of course, do not disturb traffic unless you have to traffic brake, but you still not want to do that. If you're traffic braking, you want to go like something like this. This is traffic braking. If you ever see this, slow down. As a civilian, slow down. Slow down. Okay. Slow down. Alright. We're gonna move on to traffic stop. Just a quick rundown. What do you do on a traffic stop? Because some of you guys don't know, but a lot of you guys do know. You clicked on this video because you want to become a professional driver, robbery guy, whatever you want to do in Emergency Responsibility County or in driver in general in the platforms that you guys play on. But when stopping someone, all right, you're gonna be like this. You're not gonna have that on. Let's say like this. All right, guy pulled in front of you. You radio to dispatch saying that you're on a 1011 with a, let's say, blow a horn, prancer. You pull them over. All right, you get them to pull over. Top speeds, I don't know. Let's say 65 because this road's 45 miles per hour, if I believe. You pull them over. All right, as you pull them over, the first thing to do is, let's say he's right here. Okay, he pulls over to the side. Always have your vehicle pointing outwards like this. It's a good way to show this. You always want to have it slanting towards the road just in case this guy runs. But not have it like this. Do not have it like this. Have it like how I have it right here. It's a good demonstration how to have your vehicle. Then when you also do have this on, put your traffic lights on for the back, your hazard lights. So people to indicate to go that way and not really hit your vehicle. When approaching a vehicle, do not go in front of your vehicle like this. If this role play scenarios here, do not go in front of your vehicle like this, and you would be able to, the guy could come back and hit you and slam you right in the vehicle. If it's not a busy roadway, walk up like this, but usually half the officers, they walk around your vehicle and walk to the passenger side of the window. It just shows an easier and safer methods between traffic stops. So this is what it looks like when you do pull over someone. You have your hazard lights going that way, and you got your lights on, and yeah. So yeah, that's how you do it for traffic stop. We're gonna move on to a criminal driving. So when I say criminal driving, I mean you're driving like a criminal. Driving recklessly and not, attending to the law. So when you're driving recklessly, here, let's log in civilian and get a civilian vehicle. So when you're driving recklessly, let's say you're driving recklessly, criminal driving, like let's say this involves intent to how to get away from a police officer as well when I say criminal driving. So if you're getting, of course, like stopped by a unit and you are wanted, I provide you to get the car that you like of your dreams. So it doesn't have to be a fast one. It could be something like the 2011 Chevy Amigo. You could have something like this, or you can have a Chevy Camaro. So the difference between this is slower, but this has good, I guess, handling. Another one that it's faster and it doesn't really have the best handling. So when getting away from an officer of the law, of course, you're not going to be evading the law. You're not going to be stopping on a red light if you're getting chased by a cop. You would not be like stopping right here just be getting chased by a cop. You're not going to be following the law. If you are a criminal driver, your best option is to get away from the cops. This is what you start out. You start normal, all right? You start going straight. You take a couple turns like this. You take a couple of turns. You're not evading the law because you don't care. And you take a couple of turns, and you take a turn in here as well. And you take a turn. You take another turn. You just continue straight. Normal. But here's how you lose the cops. This is easy how to lose the cops. You're 95% to get away from the cops each and every time. So I guess when on a role play scenario, I guess you don't really want to be doing this, but you guys can if you make it realistic. So let's say a role play scenario, I guess you really don't want to lose the cops unless you really want to. So we're just going to do a non-role play scenario on this one. So the easy way to get rid of cops is take corners. Whatever you do, just take corners. The cops can usually never handle it because they're never expecting, like this right here. They're going to think you're going straight, but you're going to turn. You're going to turn. Okay, then they won't expect that, and you just turn. Then you turn opposite, so you don't go back to the same spot, and you turn again the same way. So here's how I put it. So here's how I do it. All right, first corner, left. All right, left, right. Okay, left. But then left, Then you want to take another left, looping back around, then take a right, whatever right you have, then take another right, and usually you'll be free home. Okay, usually. But some scenarios don't work like that. Sometimes you can't get away. This cop's glued to you. Alright, when this cop is glued to you, physically glued to you, here's a good escape route to lose the cop pretty much all the time. So you want to come down this runway, take a couple corners, you know, come down this runway right here on, I don't know what road I'm on. I think it was on Park Street. Just take a couple corners, you know, get ready for it. And you want to just follow my lead here, what I'm doing, if you ever lose cops. So, you know, I'm in River City right now. So I want to drive straight, you know, take a couple corners so they don't expect what I'm going to do next. So they won't expect what I'm going to do next. So I'll probably take this. You'd rather take this way onto Durham Road, and you want to take a left onto Liberty Way. Then once you're on Liberty Way, you want to continue this. And you want to continue straight. Gun it straight. Do not stop. Do not stop. Go straight. Then you want to come to this hospital. You want to slow down a little bit. Go through here. Go through here. And, you know, these cops are trying to catch up. They're just going to crash in either the hospital or something. Then you go like this. You take a corner. Go down here. Then you're free home. There's also a good way guys can do that. Instead of, you know, doing that, you know, whatever way you decide to escape. But if you take the hospital right here, you know, go through there. You can just go straight, and if you guys are really good, you can go straight and go through here and go up to Suburban, so you'll never expect that at all. But if you cops are watching this video, you might expect that if you are a cop on this scenario. But here's another way to lose the cops. So my driving is awesome. So when losing a cop, officer of the law, you just want to lose them. High star wanted level. You want to lose them. So the best way to lose them is really low, but you can hide in here. If you have a lower car, a lot of cops really in that area, but there's another area here. I think it's this one. So I recorded a video of, you know, this is not realistic, to be honest with you guys. This way I'm going to take right now is not realistic, and I would say do this all on a public server unless you find a better way to make it realistic in your way. Okay, so the better way to get away from the cops in a public server in general is just go up to this Highway 55 here, and you just want to continue straight. Just follow after me. It's very unrealistic, but if you're in a public server, you don't want to be realistic. You're never realistic. There's no way in a public server you are realistic. All right, you want to come over here right before it gets Highway 55, just jump it. Just like that. The cops will never expect that, and you just drive away, then you are away. That's done for criminal driving. Again, take corners, as much corners as you can. Do not take straights because it's easier for them to grapple you, pit you, and everything else in general. So yeah, that is what criminal escape is. Then you will move on to you know, best and easy way to rob. So when robbing a store in general, emergency response, how I like to do it is cashier. Okay, cashier, like gas station, of course, gas station store or whatever one has a cashier. Cashier, you can break 2, I believe, and once you break 2, you can go to an easy store. I mean, the jewelry store got harder. I'll either pick, you want to, you know, make a lot of money in time, but the easy things to rob is cashier. Oh, that's tool store. I forgot map update. Back in the day. But the easy way to rob is the cashier, cash register, then ATM, then as you're robbing the ATM, if the bank's available, again, you're on a public server, bank available, rob the bank, then repeat it. Oh, I don't even know what happened to my terrorists, to be honest with you guys. But that's pretty much the easy ways to rob. That's what I consider doing. Yes, you won't make the best money, but you guys can sort what's the easy way to rob in a short amount of time and how much money you're going to get off it at the end of the day. But that's how I usually do it. So that's usually my way, my method. I don't know about you guys, but that's usually my way of doing it in general. But yeah, so all right, so the best way to grind XP as an officer of the law, you want to have a grappler on your car. A grappler stops a vehicle to make it move so you can get them. And make sure I have your taser out. I'm just explaining you guys a scenario here. All right, best way, grappler. Grapple their car if they're robbing the bank. All right? Then once you're done with that, you can arrest them. Easy way to grind XP. But sometimes it ain't that easy, so it's also good to have a partner with you. But yeah, it's pretty much the only way that I can show you the easy way to grind. For DOT, you go to callouts. It's nothing really hard. Fire department, same thing. You go to callouts, you get XP. You know, that's pretty much it. And we're gonna show you, I guess, best ways to hide away from the cops. Sorry, fix car. Best way to hide from the cops in general, or from someone, even if it's a hide and seek challenge. Best way to hide from the cops. Best way to hide from the cops is, I'm trying not to make this video too long, guys. I hope you guys are staying tuned to this. But I'm trying to teach you guys everything so you guys can become a professional with this. Also, a quick note I forgot to add for the criminal drivers. Take this, how I just took it, like not that long ago. Come through here. You got to get a little bit of speed, but come through here because usually the cops just drive right through this. But usually if you have an SUV, this right here is a really good waypoint to hide out in general. If it's just your car, you know, driving, you know, something like that, like hide and seek, but you have to grapple, you know, something interesting that whatever you are hiding for. But this is a good way to do it, and you want to, you know, you can drive right back down and you get speed and stuff. But yeah, but there's another way to hide it, which is the bunker, which the bunker is located at the edge of the map here, right over here in the suburbs, right? I believe it's housing suburbs. Yep, housing suburbs. It's located by 701, right here in this corner. Unless they moved it, which I don't think they did. Did they move it? No, I thought it was right by this bush. They didn't move it, did they? If they moved it, that's news to me, because this bunker's been in the game since pretty much the game released it. So this bunker is an easy way to hide. There's nothing good about it. You just enter it and you get loaded into the bunker. It teleports you. It's not like you walk in realistically and stuff. The bunker is high up in the map, I believe. See, this bunker shows where the old bunker used to be. So we're in the housing suburbs, and if cops are on you, they're gonna think you're right here. If you have the helicopter, they're gonna think you're right here, of course. But you know, reality, you're not. And you can use your police scanner in here. You can see when they're coming close, and you can teleport away up to the housing suburb. But this is where it used to be, I believe. No, actually, I thought it was used to be over here. I'm not certain where this used to be, but I know it was somewhere in that area. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But yeah, my car glitched again. That's awesome. See if we can drive it. But yeah, it's pretty much the easy hiding spots I can think of right now. Fix car. There's also a good hiding spot if I can type, and I can show you guys. Okay, don't fix my car. Fix car. Okay, my car is officially broken. Let's respawn here. Yes. Spawn here. It's right on the edge of the highway. Yeah, it's right on the edge of the highway. You know, it's not a really good hiding spot. Don't mind my smoking car here, guys. But it's not a best hiding spot, but you know, it's worth it. Especially if actually, no, they added drowning abilities. But it's over here on the highway. Yeah, it's close to the highway actually. So it's right up here. Yeah, nope, it's right up here, I believe. Yeah, it's right here. So you want to take a corner right over here, and it's right by this bush tree. Right about here. Of course, it's better if you don't have a car, but look at you kind of really don't know if I'm here if I'm laying down. But alright, the server that I'm in, it's Golden County. If you guys want to join, the link is in the description. It's my roleplay server. If you guys want to play emergency response, roleplay, and realistic roleplay, I advise you to check out my server. Have a great day, guys. See ya.